Hey y'all, my name is Helen. I also go by Lenny, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to give you guys a full glam look, also featured by a cut crease and some bleach blonde brows. I have my lovely model Taylor here. She's gonna be modeling this look for me, and if you guys want to see how we got it, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so to begin, we're going to start off with the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. You guys already know I love this toner. It's amazing, it gets the job done, and it also helps to kind of just cleanse the face before we start putting on product. Next thing is going to be the Nessa Merrick's Yummy Skin Glow Serum. I love this glow serum. It helps the skin to look plump and juicy right before we go ahead with our final primer. Alright guys, so next we're going to go in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And you guys know I love this primer. I'm sure it's like tea for everyone, but this primer is really bomb and it helps to grip the foundation to the skin. So I love to use this for most of my clients regardless of their skin type. Alright guys, so for this look, we're going to start off with the eyes. So first I'm going to brush her brow hairs up, and then I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer as her eyeshadow base. So I did not record any of the eyeshadow that I used, but I'm going to tell you guys as you guys watch me do her eyeshadow. So I started off with a dark brown from the Believe Nude Persuasion palette. This is my favorite palette. It will be in other videos if you guys need a visual, but you can find this on Instagram, okay? This eyeshadow palette is really nice and I love it, okay? It has all of the nudes that you can ever use for eyeshadow look. And I'm just going in with the darkest brown, and then I'm going to use like a medium tone brown, and then I'll go in with a brown closer to her skin tone to use as her transition shade. Finally, I'm going to go in with a black. This is a nice black, okay? Her blacks are bomb. And I'm just going to use that to kind of put into the crease. Now to cut the crease, I'm going to be using the P. Louise eye base, or the Rumor 2 eye base. That's what it's called. And I'm going to use that as her cut crease base, okay? I'm just using a flat brush just to cut the crease, nothing crazy. Next, I'm going to go back in with that black, and I'm just going to sharpen up that cut crease. And then I'm going to use a shimmer. This shimmer is from a Morphe palette. Honestly, this palette is discontinued, so it would be of no use for me to show you guys. So it doesn't hurt that I didn't show this part. Also, I'm going to go in with a NYX pigment. I think this is also discontinued. I know they for a fact they don't sell it at Ulta, but I'm not 100% sure if it's still online. If it is, I don't even remember the name of it, y'all. It's so old, like, but it's just bomb. Okay, so this is a final look of the eyes. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Epic Ink liner. Y'all know how I feel about this liner. Okay, it's black, it's sexy, it's solid. And then I'm just gonna smoke it out with that same palette. You can kind of see in the back me using it. I'm gonna smoke out with a dark brown and a little bit of black on her lash line. Now to finish off her eyes, I'm going to be using a black gel pencil, and I did use it in her waterline, and I also used it to tightline her eyes. Now I'm going to go in with a Q-tip and a little bit of makeup remover, and I'm just going to kind of clean up her eyes. This is going to help for me to get a nice straight line. And then I'm going to go in again with the Born This Way concealer. I'm now using the shades Cookie and Warm Beige. So I think I'm starting off with Warm Beige here, and I'm just using this to kind of really emphasize that angled look. And then I'm just going to kind of clean up where I put her eyeshadow, and then I'm going to actually start off with concealer. I don't know why I wanted to do this look this way. I don't always do concealer first, but I kind of wanted to underpaint and then put on foundation. And honestly, I like the way it came out. It's a little bit more time consuming, but it is gorgeous. So as you can see here, I'm using Cookie, which is a little bit darker than Warm Beige, and I'm going to use this all underneath her eyes, on her chin, on her nose, and on her forehead. So basically everywhere that you would normally highlight the face. Now that I got her concealer completely blended out, I'm going to be going in with the Juvia's Place of foundation sticks. I don't remember the name of the stick, but I promise if you go a couple shades darker than your normal foundation shade, it's going to be perfect, okay? I'm just going to use this to kind of contour her face. Remember, I'm underpainting, so this doesn't blend the best. It doesn't look the best right now, but I promise it all comes together. So first I'm going to use that in the middle of her cheek, along her forehead, and a little bit on the sides of her chin to help blend out that highlighted area. Now I'm going to go in with the Black Opal True Color Foundation. Y'all know I love this foundation. It's one of my favorite drugstore foundations. And I'm going to start this along the jaw. And I'm going to use to blend in between her contour and her highlighted areas. This is what's going to bring everything together. And when I say it came out looking so bomb, y'all, was kind of surprised and very impressed with myself as far as like underpainting, because I normally don't do this. And it still ended up looking very full coverage. So I loved it. And she said that it was lightweight. So y'all know a win's a win, okay? We're lightweight and it looks flawless. So I loved this method and I definitely will be trying it again. Now we're going to be using the Juvia's Place liquid blushes. I used a lot of Juvia's Place for this, but I love these blushes. I think this shade is like peak. I honestly don't know, y'all. I suck with shade names. I promise I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna start to make sure to like write down all of my shade names so I can share it with you guys. Honestly, if it's a problem for y'all, just let me know, but if not, we're on the same page, okay? So just going back in with that concealer brush to kind of blend out her under eye to mesh with her blush, and then I'm gonna go in with the One Size translucent powder. Y'all already know how I feel about the One Size powder. Like, Patrick really did his big one when he did this, okay? It's truly translucent, it's finely milled, and I can use it on most people's skin tone, so I love it. Next, we're going to be going in with the MAC pressed powder. I don't remember the name of this. Oh, the Studio Fakes. Psych, I do know the name. We're going to be using this to be set in the rest of her face. So I like to use translucent powder to set the highlighted areas, then pressed powder for everywhere else. And then we're going to be going in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzers. I don't remember the shade name, y'all. Y'all gonna really get on me about this one, but it's okay. Okay, I love y'all. It's nothing but love. So I'm gonna be using this to where we normally contour. So it's going right on top of her cream bronzer or cream contour, and that's what we would be using to set it. Okay, so making sure to use my tools to the maximum. So I use the angle of my brush to make sure that I'm getting the best diffuse definition. Okay, I don't know how to explain that any more than what it's showing y'all. This is literally key to making sure that your makeup comes out flawless. And with that same bronzer, I'm going to blend it into her eyeshadow and also kind of snatch her nose with it. It's light enough to where I can use it for her nose contour, which is a great compliment because most times I can't. And then just going in with a little bit more of the One Size powder to bake. I'm just placing this underneath the eyes and a little bit down the nose. Now I'm going to go in with the Too Faced concealers, and I'll be using this to do her brows. I wanted more of an ashy blonde brow moment. It didn't come out completely blonde, but it's okay because I still ended up loving the outcome of it. So just using a spoolie, I went in with the concealer and I brushed it into her brows. So I brushed it both ways to make sure that I kind of coated her brows, and then I'm just going to set it with some translucent powder to make sure that it does not move, because remember, we're putting liquids now on top of powder. So I wanted to make sure I set it into her brows, and it came off a little bit more ashy, but I love it. It's really bomb and it matched her hair, so it came out really good. Now going back in with that transition shade I used for her eyeshadow, I'm going to just clean up her eyebrow area. I kind of went over her brows a little bit with this color, but I think it just helped. Okay, and then I'm just gonna smoke out that transition shade. No, I'm lying. I used a crease shade to blend out the under eye. And I'm just smoking this with the black liner. And then I'm going in with some blush. I think I had got more of like a peachy tone blush for her cheeks. And I'm just popping that on top. And then I'm going to dust away her under eye powder with the MAC Studio Fix powder. And I make sure to press this in. You don't want to just swipe. I press in the powder into the skin so that way it becomes flawlessly baked, okay? Now I'm going in with some lashes. These lashes I actually get from my lash vendor. So I don't have like a name to necessarily give you guys. I'm gonna put her information in the Instagram because I love her lashes and she always takes care of me. So I just put on a bit of like a dramatic winged out half lash and I feel like it really brought this look together. So I'm going in with my KKAO Beauty blush palette. I used this earlier when I said I was blushing, and this is me showing y'all because I went back in with a little bit of the pink shade and I made sure to press this underneath the eye. So I added on top of the blush I already placed, and then I put some pink tones in it just to blend everything together. Now I'm going in with a NYX lip liner. I think I use the shade Espresso, and then I'm just going to line her lips. I like to go a little bit above the lip, like on top of the raised part of the lip, to make sure that it just looks more flawless. I don't know why I like this, honestly, y'all. It's just like my little style. I like it a lot. So I'm just gonna be using this to line her lips, and then I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Cream Rouge Satin Lips. I love these satin lips. I think I'm using the shade 32, and then I'm just using this to place in between her lips to get more of that ombre brown nude lip effect, and then going in with a lip brush to blend the lip liner and the cream lip together. Now I'm going to be setting with the Morphe Continuous Prep and Set Mist. I love this mist. It just has a really nice finish to the skin, and of course gets rid of all of the powdery finishes. And then finally, I'm going to be going in with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is in the shade Sweet Mouth. This is the only shade I can remember, y'all. But I'm going to be using that to gloss her lips. And then this is the final look. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring that bell so you guys can be notified for upcoming videos. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. I would love to continue doing more like this. If you guys have any requests, definitely put that in the comments. I would love to take on some new challenges. Thank you guys so much. Love ya. Bye.